Okay, so today we'll be looking at market structures, and these are the four main types of market structure that CXC wants us to look at. What is a market? So in layman's term, a market structure are features that determine the behavior and performance of firms in an industry. Features include number of buyers and sellers, the ease of entry and exit out of the market, the homogeneity of the goods sold by different firms in the same industry, knowledge of the market or in the market, firms' control over the prices of the goods in the market. Types of market structures. We got perfect competition, monopoly, oligopoly, monopolistic competition. Perfect competition. A perfect competition is a market structure in which there are many sellers and many buyers, producing a homogeneous product. Characteristics of a perfectly competitive market: a large number of buyers and sellers, free entry into and exit out of the market, homogeneous, meaning that the good is identical, isometric information between producers and consumers. Individual firms have no control over the prices of the goods. Advantages of a perfect competition: firms produce homogeneous goods, therefore do not have to incur advertising costs. Consumers and producers have complete information about the market, so they are likely to make rational decisions to maximize their self-interest. Producers focus on maximizing profits, while consumers focus on maximizing utilities. Sellers cannot influence the market price, and therefore the chances of consumer exploitation is very low. Firms can achieve allocative efficiency in a perfect competition. Disadvantages of a perfect competition: in a perfect competition, firms make normal profits in the long run. As a result, they are limited by their finances and no incentives to invest in research and development to lower the cost of production. A perfectly competitive firm sells homogeneous goods, and consumers therefore have limited choices. There are a large number of firms in this industry. Therefore, firms do not enjoy economies of scale. Monopoly market. This is a market structure in which there are many buyers and one seller. So this is a button. This differs from a perfect competitive market, because in a perfectly competitive market, there are many buyers and many sellers, but in a monopoly, there's only one seller and many buyers. Characteristics of a monopoly: so there are high barriers to entry into the market and difficulty in exiting the markets. Unique goods, imperfect knowledge, and a high degree of control over the price of the good. Advantages of a monopoly: monopolies can make supernormal profits. Therefore, they can invest their funds in research and development and buy the latest equipment. They will lower the costs of production. In the market, they can experience economies of scale as output increases and average cost of production decreases. They can use price discrimination, which can benefit the economically weaker section of society. Monopolies can become dominant in domestic markets as they are the sole sellers of goods. So they can be competitive in regional and international affairs. Disadvantages of a monopoly: a monopoly prices are higher than the competitive price and the quality is often lower. Consumers have restricted choices in monopoly. Monopolistic competition. Now this is like the best of both worlds, you could say. A combination of perfect competition and monopoly. Monopolistic competition is a market structure where there is competition among many firms. Characteristics of a monopolist: many buyers and sellers, product is similar yet differentiated through branding. So this gives the firm some degree of market power, I could say. There's imperfect knowledge in this market. The firm is a price maker. There are some barriers to entry. And oligopoly, the last one we'll be looking at today. Oligopoly. In an oligopoly, there are few sellers and many buyers. The product might be homogeneous or differentiated. There's also imperfect knowledge in this market. As firms and buyers might not know all the sellers, buyers, and prices available. Firms tend to avoid competition, and so the price remain rigid, or there is price stickiness. And that's it for it today, guys. See you next time.